Hello everyone, welcome back to Speletons. I'm Zinker, he's Derek, and this is a police officer in Bakugan, whatever. Now I can
It's
find
Officer
Miss Zelda's
Butterscotch.
black cat. Yeah, that's not what a officer is normally named. But we choose to ignore it, I guess. Doing all these side quests, I don't know why I am. Am I just delaying the inevitable of the finale? This is the series we want to last forever, right?
This is a series that never
All right,
ends.
Derek. Do you have a conversation topic?
Yeah, are you gonna cut me off and tell
Fantastic.
me?
So, uh, so Derek, if you were a serial killer, what would be your gimmick? What
Hang
would be
on.
your motif?
Nice. Okay.
Why'd you say nice? Why?
Uh, that nice was unrelated,
uh, okay.
probably.
If you were a serial killer, what would be your motif? I quizzed a lot of people at my work this past weekend, this specific question, because I was bored. So here some examples of the answers I got. One person said they would kill all the bad people. I'm like, what constitutes a bad person? And I gave them a specific example. Like, what if someone robs from the rich, but gives it to the poor to invest, and then takes their investing money and gives it back to the rich? Are they bad? And I had like this whole story for this, and they're like, what the fuck? I guess that person's okay, but you know, like, one person said they would chop off their thumbs and hang them by string off the roof, off the ceiling.
Or like the people.
Cut off their thumbs and have it dangling from a string or rope from the ceiling of the people they killed. I said I would bake them into a pizza and feed it to their family. Send a message, you know.
Okay.
I can't remember one person's answer. I feel like it was good, but I don't know. And then the most recent one I got was they would cut off their ears, put it in their mouth, and sew their mouth shut. I'm like, okay, sure. These are all kind of fucked up, but
Yeah. I mean that's the nature of the question, really.
yeah. Oh, someone said they would get on. They'd be a headless horseman, and I looked at them and said, so you gonna cut off your head and ride into the ride a horse?" They clarified that meant they were just gonna trample people to death with a horse that they're riding.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't get it either at the time, but
Nice save, I guess.
yeah, nice save. They literally just looked at me and said, "Headless horseman," and I'm like, "Oh no, I guess I'll be a headless horseman," and I'm like, "What?" You're not supposed to serial kill yourself. Anyhow, Derek, the spotlight's on you. You know, hey, people watching us. There are quite a few of you. What's your motif? What's your gimmick? If you were a serial killer, what would you do?
Into the body, I would carve.
All right, Han Solo. Oh, my bad.
Somewhere on the body, I would carve something to trigger a response from whoever's investigating the body. And an example of this would be,
Jesus, Derek.
like they're like, the person's like, they have like marks on their they're laying on their chest, and then they flip the body over, and then on the chest it just says, "Sweet Caroline."
Right. Okay.
So the investigators look at them, and they're legally obligated to go, "Ba ba ba."
Ba ba ba. I mean, fair.
I imagine they turn over the body and they're like, "Sweet Caroline." And then
have I found all 20
some
cups
intern,
yet?
whatever, just jumps in, and goes,
I am looking for these cups. Is the end goal gonna be worth it? If I find all these cups, is it gonna be worth it? Anyhow, that's pretty fair. Kind of messed up.
I have to probably think of more things, put in there, or put into there,
You just have Sweet Caroline. All right.
sweet
Kind of a
Caroline
classic
Parker
with a little
strikes
bit of a
again.
twist on it. I respect it. Other hypotheticals I pose people were the ones that we did during, I think, Pokemon XD battle mode, where like they're locked in a room with a stick and have to beat up stuff. You know, we discussed bears, and I remember what I put. Did I say 3 bears, Derek? I could take 3 bears with a stick.
I don't remember what the answer was. Like what you said.
I discussed this quite. We had a
I think
long
the
discussion
original.
about this.
I believe the original.
Well, the original was snapping
room
turtles.
had snapping turtles.
Yeah, I gave him that one. Wait, I already have this guy. What the fuck? What's the difference between him and another? No, wait. Hold on. I'm kind of confused. Don't I already have one? I can just have 3 of them? Alright, that seems kind of pointless. But, what is it? Yeah, we also discussed the death snail, you know, $1 million butt, but you have the snail chasing you.
Yeah.
That will kill you. We changed it up, so I guess I'd like to pose it to you, Derek. How many, so you're gonna get, because in the hypotheticals, in the room hypotheticals, in that empty room.
Yeah.
The question was, how many snapping turtles do you think could put in that room and you'd win if all the snapping turtles would try to kill you? For those of you who didn't watch a Pokemon XD series. Should go watch it, by the way. Very good. Very fun. If you like this game, for some reason, that's even better. And what we do for battle mode is way better, too. But what is it? In the snapping turtle situation, you know, they're all aggroed and you're trying to fight. So I could put like 5. I'm like, oh, I think I could take 5. And, you know. And this death snail one, it's, so you have a snail that's going to chase you for the rest of your life. It's immortal. It can't die. It can't be killed. It can't be stopped. If you were to cage it, it will bust out of the cage.
It will melt through it.
It will melt through it.
It will not be impeded.
It will not be impeded. And if it touches you, you die. Derek?
Yes.
How many of these snails do you think you could have around the world chasing you and you'd be able to survive?
Okay, so these are, for the record, they're unintelligent, right?
They are hard
Like,
chasing you.
They're not gonna.
They're not doing, in
Like,
this
they're not
situation,
gonna-
they are not doing a pincer maneuver. They are just trying to reach you, and will take the shortest distance to do so.
Okay. God, I feel like
well,
feel
okay,
like
so
for this,
they probably should do the pincer maneuver because if you feel you can outrun one snail, then all you have to do is get them all in the same location, and
you
then
can get them bunched. And
yeah,
then they're just,
and then
and then
it'd be
you're just
there.
dealing with one snail, basically.
So I think it's actually better to ask this question in the terms of they are intelligent to try and all surround you. You know.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, like, you know, you can't round them up.
You can't round that. You can,
Oh.
but they will
If you round
separate
them up,
again.
they'll disperse.
They will disperse eventually.
Like if you round them up, they'll disperse and like come back.
And come back, yeah. They won't wait for you. They will always make an effort to move to you, though. So they will always do that. And they all can communicate with each other telepathically. Let's add that. So they can have game plans.
See,
I'm still looking for these fucking coffee cups.
I honestly, so God, I feel like I get how much money do I get too?
You're not getting any money.
I'm not getting any
This
money.
is just how many you think you can survive.
This is the war of attrition.
You're not. Yeah,
Okay.
You're not. This isn't $1 million, but you have these snails chasing you. This is you have these snails chasing
Yeah,
you.
you've been cursed.
You've been cursed with the snails. How many of them do you think you can survive?
You got the snail curse. Uh, See, like I want to say like 1,000, but that's I feel
Really?
like with 1,000, I'm probably dealing with a snail every day.
Exactly. Probably even more.
Like,
Because it's not like you
yeah,
can
I'm
go
probably
pretty
dealing with
far
several
as
too. Like,
you'd have to live the life of a hermit, always on the run. I
yeah,
think
you'd
without
have to
affecting my
constantly
own
travel.
life, I could deal with 20.
Yeah, I think so. I think
20
is a fair
20
number
is
for,
where I
like,
felt
honestly, with your
that I
daily
can
life.
deal with, and I'll be fine. You know,
100
for
is
sure.
like at work. I gotta kind of avoid them.
Yeah, it's
Like
your
I can do
work,
that.
you know.
I can dodge them.
And that's kind of the problem. If they reach your work, like they're not gonna get too far away from it overnight. You know.
Yeah, you gotta
Big
use your days
problem.
off to kind of lure them away. But like I'm sure, but like they'll be back by the end of the week. They'll be
Yeah.
back by Wednesday.
He'll be back by Wednesday. They'll always be chasing after you. God, how horrific would that be?
Zinker, can you imagine? You're a manager. Well, you are a manager, so I guess you can
Yeah.
imagine that.
I can imagine
Can you
that.
imagine one of your like employees calls you and is like, "Hey, Zinker, uh, uh I got a question for you. Have you seen any snails around there today?"
Look
And
at
you're
the.
like, you're
All
looking
right,
around, and
wait.
you're
How
like,
fucked up would it be though if the snails are chasing after you, but anyone that touches them will also die? Ooh, look at the snail! No, don't touch it, John!
do
No!
you think you save more people by never saying anything about it?
No, I feel like I tell him
Because
if you
like,
touch the snail, you will die. It's happened to my friend John.
I
Avoid the
feel
snail.
I feel like people will be like,
That's
okay,
Darwinism, Derek. If you
that's
tell someone if you touch this electric
can't hold
fence,
their
you'll
hands.
die, and they touch the electrical fence and die, there is nothing you could have done.
Yeah,
That is
that's
just
fair.
Darwinism taking its course. That's just you've done all you can do.
Zinker, I want to go back to like your employee calling though, because I have two situations where with the way this plays out.
Mhm.
Uh, First one is like they call and they're like, Zinker, have you seen any snails around there today? And you look around, and you're like, I don't know. I mean, I maybe saw like one earlier.
Right.
All right, well, can you? And they're like, can you real quick just take a look around? Do you see any snails? You like look at me like, well, I see like two snails. Like, yeah, I got caught today.
I I got a call
Or
off today.
I imagine the situation where they're like, you get the phone call, or like, you get the phone call, and they're like, yeah, hey, you see any snails around? And you're like, I guess look, and you see like one snail, and you like you're like you look at it and you're like, well, and like as you like start to say something, a snail appears behind you with like a gun to your head. It's like,
Why would it have a
nothing.
gun? It's supposed to just touch me.
Zinker, it's not after you, it's using you.
Oh.
It's telling the snail's telling you to tell them that you don't see any snails.
Okay. Fair. That'd be kind of funny. Oh, like they have the snail curse. I get you.
Yeah, they have your coworker has the snail curse. It's
I
not you.
got you.
Or like your employee, I should say.
I feel like we should have like a supervillain that has these death snails.
If you have the snail curse, oh, absolutely, like something like that.
Yeah, in Skeleton Crew
Zinker,
universe.
so let me ask you this: if you have the snail curse,
Yeah.
and it doesn't the snail won't hurt anybody else. It only will kill you.
Okay.
Only you. You tell other people about it.
Probably not. I think they just think
Like,
I'm crazy.
Like, yeah,
I don't
Well,
see
they
any
probably
reason
would,
to
but
mention
like,
it.
yeah, like
Maybe,
I don't know
maybe,
any
maybe I'll
reason to
tell
mention it.
sis.
It's
I'll tell my
because
sis.
like the
That's
only thing
it.
that comes up is like a snail starts coming at you at work, and you're like, well, I gotta move to a different area.
Yeah, that's not too hard. Well, honestly, even if all 20 of them are at work, I
Like,
feel like I could sidestep them. It's only one area
yeah.
I really can't. I'd have to just beg someone to switch with me like last minute and not explain why.
Mhm.
But yeah, I feel like any other location, yeah, I could.
So
Do you think you could
I
get
got
fired
another
for having
take.
such a curse? It's a
I mean,
disability. I
it
don't think
depends.
that's right.
So like, yeah, I feel like that kind of falls for disability. Do curses fall under disabilities?
Yeah, I mean, if I could prove that to be true. The thing is, I don't think you could ever prove the fact that they would kill you.
Yeah.
But then again, if you could prove that those snails are hardwired following you, you could probably get them like, okay. So, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, that's kind of weird. And be like, yeah, so I was told if they touch me, I die. So as far as I know, I die if they touch me. And they're not gonna be,
Mhm.
like, if they, I feel like if a court sees that the snails are chasing you,
Yeah.
oh,
Like the snails are clearly
hey!
drawn specifically to you.
I just wish it wasn't Darkus. I want a centipede or a bee. I want one of them, but I don't want it to be Darkus.
I got another follow-up question or hypothetical for this too, actually.
Well, we're actually at the end of the episode. I spent all that time looking for coffee cups. Sorry, guys. Sorry to disappoint you. Next time on Speletons, though, we'll continue with whatever. Bye.